How's everybody doing tonight? Somebody say yes. I can't hear you. Let me hear you say yeah. Come on, my man. Let me hear you all say yeah. Let me hear it in unison. Say yeah. Welcome to the Paul Santos live show tonight. We have the greatest show on the planet, right, Allison? You did a wonderful job tonight. You go, girl. Oh, yeah. Give it up for the Paul Santos band. We have a magnificent show. We have a magnificent show tonight. It's live. So sit back, relax, and give a round of applause for the one, the only, my friend, your friend, Mr. Paul Santos. Yeah.
How's everybody feeling tonight? Oh, Chops, we got a hot crowd tonight. I'll tell you, you've come to the right place. Because this is a place where we highlight the talented, the interesting, and the entertaining from our area, starting with my co-host. The co-host with class. In fact, he's the co-host with cash because he's had a lot of gigs lately, Mr. Chops Turner! And how about the king of the keys who does it with ease? And he aims to please. Along with the outstanding saxophone player, Artie DeMello. Say hello to Gary Langevin and the PSL Band. Hey, you know what it is tonight, Chops? It's Hollywood night. It's Hollywood night, baby. Yeah, we got two outstanding guests tonight, starting with a gentleman who is an actor. He's a singer. He's been on The West Wing. He's been on Murphy Brown. He's here tonight. His name is Tyler Bowe. And by the way, he's from the Azores. How about that, huh? Yeah. And we have another, I'm going to say, kid actor. I don't know if he's really a kid because he's in high school, but he's young. And he is from New Bedford. And he just got a part on Sex and the City. Can you imagine that? His name is Logan Souza. Logan! And to top it all off, we have some comedy. We have a stand-up comic here tonight. He's hilarious. His name is George Newton. All right, shout out to those who are watching on Channel 6 in Providence, those who are watching on Channel 95 in New Bedford, and if you're watching the live stream right now, Paul Santos live show on YouTube or the Facebook page, just type a little hello, Chops. We like those little hellos, yeah? Let us know you're out there. We'll send a little message right back at you, and we'll have some fun. Okay, let's get caught up in the news, Chops. What do you think about that, huh? Yeah, caught up in the news. You know what I've heard about? Oh, I've heard about it and heard about it. It's driving me crazy. Is that Barbie movie? Has anybody seen that Barbie movie? Yeah, you saw the Barbie movie? Wow. That Barbie movie made $337 million the first weekend. I mean, I can't believe these dolls are back in style. You know, Chops, I saw a kid with a Ken doll. I mean, it was a Ken Griffey Jr., but still, it was a Ken doll. Hey, you know, this talk about Ken dolls and things like that kind of reminds me of one of Allison's exes. Manuel Mattel. Ooh. It was a tough relationship, I'll tell you. Tough relationship. She dumped him for a Hasbro.
Ooh. Now he's a has-been.
I'm sorry, I like that one myself. I know. Sometimes I write the stuff just for me. You know what I'm saying?
I think all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
It's a lot funnier in your room, isn't it?
Well, you know, we're up here in New England, right? And this is not Oklahoma. But we actually had a tornado touchdown. Did you hear about the tornado? Yeah, touchdown in Mattapoisett. Thankfully, nobody was injured. Oh, wait a minute. Tornado. That reminds me of one of Chops' exes. Gale Force.
Ooh.
I'll say one thing about Gale Force. The winds are always blowing.
Oh, yeah. Out of the east. Look at a gale wind blowing out of the east. Sorry.
The guest still here? All right. I got to ask that question.
Tony McCrack is still here. Oh,
Hey,
Chops.
that Chops is ex, man. She was loud. Chops used to call her the Thunder Boomer, you know? I'll tell you could hear her coming in the Doppler radar. You know what I'm saying? She just kept coming.
Doppler radar off the charts.
Hey, is that writer's strike still going on in Hollywood? We got some Hollywood people here tonight. That writer's strike still going on? Gee, that's a sad thing, you know? But, you know, we don't care here because I write my own stuff.
No one else could write like that, Paul, that's for sure. That's some really solid stuff.
Fresh stuff out there.
So East Coast.
Fresh.
So East Coast.
Hey, Chops, speaking of my own stuff, this couple wanted to try something new on date night, you know? So they got in bed and she whispered in his ear. So finally said, wait a minute, hold it. I don't think I'm feeling that. She said, welcome to the club.
Wow! Is that anybody we know? Don't tell me it's your cousin, right?
Hey, you know who's in the crowd tonight here? Crazy Casey's here tonight. I'm glad to see Casey is back here from his trial. You know, he won his trial. He was found not guilty by reason of insanity. You know, Casey, he's known for, he likes to have a cocktail once in a while, you know?
Every now and then?
But I got to tell you, I have a piece of advice for people out there. There's a guy out there, not Casey, but a guy out there who, you know, he kind of mixed his alcohol with his prescription medication. You really shouldn't do that. That's a big mistake. In fact, he put his oxycodone in his gin and tonic. He ended up with Oxycontin gin.
Oh, man. I think all the pharmacists out there got that joke.
Testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. Attention, Kmart shoppers, testing, 1, 2. All right, I want to talk about a happy story. You know waitresses, right? Waitresses at Knucklehead's restaurant in New Bedford got a scratch ticket for a tip from a customer and a hit for $10,000. You hear about that? Imagine that. Well, Chops. Yeah, imagine that, $10,000. Now, Chops, I don't want to be a cheapskate or anything, but that's exactly why I don't like to give scratch tickets as a tip. I don't like to give scratch tickets to people. Yeah, because I'm afraid that the person's going to hit for the $1 million on the scratch, and I'm going to be left scratching something else.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I once bought a scratch ticket for somebody.
You know, my head, like this, scratching my head. I don't know what you guys are thinking. I'm talking about scratching my head. Oh, we got a boisterous group out there tonight.
Yes.
We've gone Hollywood. That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to tell you this because we're just getting on a roll, Chops. Just getting on a roll.
No.
But I'm now going to deliver to you my final joke of the night.
The final joke.
This is getting old.
Now, actually, you have it easy tonight because this isn't one of those shotgun method jokes tonight. It's just kind of a one uppercut. This is a true story too.
My prayers were answered. No, I'm sorry.
Police in Detroit, Michigan, are going to have to change the facial recognition policy after a pregnant woman was wrongly accused of robbery. Oh my God! How can a pregnant woman be falsely accused of robbery? Oh, wait a minute! I know. She went like this. She went, "Give me the money, or I'll say you're the father."
Oh, yes, I love it.
The final joke.
No, it's okay. I'll give you the money. It's okay.
I'll give you the money.
I'll give you the money.
That's it. You are the father.
You are the father. Be like the Maury Povich show, you know?
That's
That's
right.
right.
We got the
Anyway, we have a great show for you tonight. How about our sponsors? How about Mikey B's, where we're coming from right now? Look at Mikey B's. All right. How about J&J Materials? Thanks to John Ferreira. My good friend, attorney John Seed, a great guy and an outstanding attorney. The place where Chops Turner performs every Saturday night with a great singer, Colleen Marshall. Tomatoes Italian Grill in Sandwich. We have a place called Alden Court where Sharon Jensen runs the show over there. Thank you very much. Cisco, New Bedford. Shout out to Steve Silverstein.
Steve-O.
And last but not least, the guy that puts this all together. Hey, hopefully we don't have any blackouts this week like we had last week.
Yeah, right.
Award-winning documentary film producer, our director, our producer, Mr. Aaron Caju.
Aaron the Baron
I
Turner.
have to say, I found out that Chops Turner has lived in the city of New Bedford for 30 years and has never had a casserole sandwich.
What?
And I think we need to run him out of town for that.
Well, how can that be? I know, how can that be? We got people here of Portuguese descent, and they're like, Chops, come on, man. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take you for some casserole.
Yeah, I'll take you out. I'll take you out.
Hey, I can see the producer director wants to have his own comedy segment. I see that.
He doesn't say much, but when he does, boy, is it a good band.
Comes through in the clutch. All right, stand by. We have our first guest coming up in just a moment. You're watching the Paul Santos Live Show. Thanks for looking in. We'll be right back after this message from J&J Materials. In the meantime, here's Gary, Artie, and the Paul Santos Live Band. We're joined by John Ferreira of J&J Materials out here in Rehoboth, Massachusetts. John, always good to see you.
Thank you. Always good to see you too.
You know, I know you've had great success here in your business. How did you get into this particular business?
I bought this property and decided to open a little retail yard, you know, something small for small contractors. And the J&J came from my two kids, John and Janelle.
How long have you had this business?
So J&J opened in 1993. Nantucket Pavers, 1996. We manufacture and sell patio blocks to Home Depot in 48 states. And turned into a pretty huge operation, as you can see. We got 5 stores, 2 in Rhode Island, 3 in Massachusetts, and we're the largest landscape supplier in southeastern Mass and Rhode Island. We've always got good staff and over 100 employees. And I've got a lot of people that have been with me over 30 years.
How much inventory do you have here?
So J&J has on pretty much at all times between $5 and $6 million worth of pavers, stone, mulch, landscape supplies, masonry supplies, cultured stone for chimneys, anything you need for your home.
You also have trucks coming and going all the time.
Yes, oh yeah, there's trucks picking up aggregates, picking up stone, bark mulch, screen loom. You know, a lot of mason contractors come for their mason sand and their cement. So yeah, it's a busy place. From the bringing in the material to getting it delivered to the home to servicing and selling the customer. It's all very important. You know, if you need landscape supplies, come to J&J.
All right, let's hear it for that Paul Santos Live Show band right there, baby. I'm talking about. All right, we're calling it Hollywood Night here on the Paul Santos Live Show because we're so happy to have a couple of actors here tonight. So we're going to start with this gentleman right here. He's an actor, he's a singer. He was born in the Azores, which is really, really nice because we have a lot of people like myself that are proud of their Portuguese descent. We have a big Portuguese community here in the southeastern Massachusetts area. He has appeared in some big-time shows like The West Wing with Martin Sheen, like the comedy Murphy Brown, the sitcom. And like I said, he sings too. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Tyler Bowe.
Hey everybody, it's a pleasure to be here. We're going to do a song that a producer and a friend of mine and I wrote back in LA. This is called Close the Door. Follow the flow, the river of life will take me there. It feels good to know behind you. Sometimes you gotta close the door. Fish our porta. New chapter begin. I'll follow the flow. The river of life will take me there. It feels good to know the changes I made, I'm willing to share. Oh, close the door behind you. Close the door. Let the new chapter begin. Let the new chapter begin. Oh, close the door behind you. Let the new chapter begin. Hey, let the new chapter begin. Close the door. Come on. Leave it all behind you. Chapter begin. Close the door. Thank you.
Hey, Tyler, thank you so much. Take a step over here. Can I could chat with you for a moment? Hey, that was fantastic. Close the door. Wow, very emotional song. You wrote that, of course.
Yeah.
So was that something in your life that inspired you to write that?
Very much so. Sometimes I share this, sometimes I don't. But you guys, I'll share it with you. I went away for a while, okay? No, I didn't go to jail. No. I did not go to rehab. Nope. I went to detox a few years ago, and being there for like 2 weeks, nothing to do, going out of my mind. I said, you know, I might as well write a song. And this is how this song came about, Close the Door. So I put the whole chapter behind me.
Gee, that's great. I want to hear an applause for that. So you've put something behind you that was painful and stuff like that, and you ended up, you know, using music to kind of, you know, get a little therapy almost in a way, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Well, I know Allison had a song, Slam the Door Shut. That was a whole different,
Allison is amazing. She saw me on like 25 years ago on a TV show called California Dreams.
Yeah, she did.
I haven't had anybody come up to me and say, hey man, I saw you on that. I walk in the door and then she goes, I saw you on California Dreams. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
It's like a
I
kid
was
show.
a kid. Yeah, it's a kid show. So.
Gee, that's great. Well, I want to talk about your acting career because there aren't too many people that can say that they were on the West Wing, Murphy Brown. I saw a lot of the clips, and really amazing that you were able to, you know, score parts like that on such big-time hits like that. What was that like?
Pretty hard. Don't be fooled, man. Perseverance, hard work, tenacity, and strong will.
I mean, you were right up there with Martin Sheen.
Yeah, I'm very proud. I mean, I've worked with some major stars. I'm very proud of that. I have a movie on Amazon right now with, all right, here we go, H-Check, Eric Roberts. Who knows Eric Roberts here? Yeah, it's called Unchained. It's on Amazon right now. Action movie, great guy to work with. I mean, yeah, I've worked with some pretty cool guys, man.
Well, who can you think of off the top of your head that, you know, people would say, wow, that's pretty cool that you worked with this particular person? Obviously, Martin Sheen is one.
Oh God, I've worked with Mel Gibson. I've worked with I can't even. I've worked with so many. Yeah, Mel Gibson. I'm just being on Murphy Brown. I got to meet not only political people, the Kennedys, Elizabeth Taylor I got to work with. Yeah, that's a big one. You know, when you working with Liz, they call it. You know, yeah, it's been pretty good, man. I'm very blessed. I'm very appreciative of what I've done. But don't get me wrong. If you're thinking of going to Hollywood, it's not that easy. I lived in my car for 2 weeks, starved to death. Before I got my first job, I lived on the streets, okay?
Wow, so you really wanted it
I
bad.
have a big swimming pool.
You know, I know he made it. You know why? Because when he called me today, he called me yesterday, you know, getting ready to do the show, and I'm looking, I'm like, who's calling me from Beverly Hills? I don't get too many calls from Beverly Hills too often. It was you. That's pretty cool. You live up in the hills, huh? Pretty good.
Yeah, I do, yeah. Thank you. Yes, I do.
Not sleeping in the car anymore, are we?
No. And my car was a two-seater. It was an old British car, those mini MGs. And I brought my guitar with me. So at night, I would have to put the guitar on the driver's side, and I would sleep on the right side. And one night I was so tired, man. I left the door open. Next thing I know, the police have the flashlights on me, and I wake up and I go, whoa, what's going on? And I'm in Long Beach because I was advised. I slept in Hollywood Boulevard a couple of times, and I almost got killed. I actually almost got robbed and attacked. And then some guy, I don't even remember his name, he said, dude, you don't want to sleep around Hollywood Boulevard. Go down by Long Beach, if you guys know California. So I ended up going down to Long Beach, and I found a friend of mine from Fall River who he had promised me. He lived on the boat. I love boats. I love sailing. I guess that's the Portuguese in me. He says, no, Tyler, come on. You can stay on my boat. This guy's letting me stay on the boat. I finally make it down to Long Beach. I find the boat at the marina. I knock on the door. This guy opens the door. He's got a girl behind him who's half naked. And I'm going, hey, I'm looking for Henry Oliveira. And he says to me, he says, okay, when you see Henry Oliveira, you tell him he doesn't live here anymore. So, boom, 2 more weeks sleeping in the marina. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. That's great. Well, I'm sure a lot of strange stuff happened on the way up the ladder there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you're someone who was born in the Azores. How about that? We got Portuguese folks here. Full-blooded Portuguese, right?
Full-blooded, born in Ponta Delgada.
So when you come back here, you're going to be performing in Fall River this week. What's it like to come back to this area?
Oh, I love it, man. New England. I got to be honest. I don't like the winter. No. The winter's a little rough, but you know, spring, fall. Oh my God, I just love it. It's so pretty. Don't get me wrong. I live in a very pretty area, also, but here it's just, you know, there's a magic about it, you know, and I'm so excited that I'm actually performing a week from this Friday at Kennedy Park at the Holy Ghost 3-day festival. I'm very excited about that. And
hey, by the way, when you were on the West Wing, right, you had a scene where you spoke Portuguese.
Yeah.
How cool was that?
That, you know what, I being Portuguese, I've always wanted to speak Portuguese, and I have friends who are Portuguese directors and producers, and nobody ever put me in a Portuguese movie, right? And it was always a dream of mine. I swear, it's my native language. You know, my mom was a Portuguese teacher. My sister was a Portuguese teacher, bilingual teacher. So then I end up speaking my native language in an American production, you know? So I was like, all right, well, I'll take it. All right, one way or another, I get to speak Portuguese on TV, you know, so.
And then the music part, right? I know you won an IPA award, right? That stands for International Portuguese.
The International Portuguese Music Awards. It was held at the Zeiterion here in New Bedford. I won Soul, was the song Soul, and I think we're going to do that one.
Is that the one you want to do? I don't know if he does the one that he won the award. How about that? I like that idea. All right, and you wrote that one. You're a singer-songwriter, so this is all original stuff that we're hearing.
This is all original, yeah. I write music for movies sometimes. I score movies, yeah. Oh, nice. That's a lot of fun, yeah.
I like that. When you actually hear the song that you wrote in the score.
You see the picture to it, you go, wow, thank you, God.
All right, well, let's hear the award-winning song. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, here's Tyler Bowe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, 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 yeah. You are my favorite soul. You are my favorite soul. I met you. And I can't make it without you, yeah. So, breathe you. Everybody. You are my favorite soul. 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 You're my favorite soul, guys. Thank you for your support. God bless you all. One more time. You are my favorite soul. 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 You are my favorite. You are my favorite soul. You are my favorite soul. You are my favorite soul. Want to dedicate this song to my sister, Philomena, who's my favorite soul. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey, Tyler, thank you so much for coming on the Paul Santos Live Show. It was a lot of fun.
My pleasure, anytime.
All the best to you.
Pleasure to meet you also.
Tyler Bowe, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with more of the Paul Santos Live Show. Please stay where you are. We'll be right back. We're live at Mikey B's, New Bedford. All right, some shout outs here if we could. Chops, we got some people watching tonight. Kevin Robertson says hello. Kevin's going to be. And how about my really good friend, Sinatra tribute singer, Joey Charenza?
Joey.
Hey, we're going to be doing a show up in Quincy. 18-piece orchestra, baby. And you know who's going to be emceeing? They asked me to MC Chops. I'm an MC, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Up in Quincy, Massachusetts, go to Joey Charenza's Facebook page and get all the information. Let's see. Wendy Sylvia. Hey, Wendy Sylvia. Glad to see you looking. And how about from Niagara Falls, New York, one of our favorites, Lynn Marie Scravano.
Lynn Marie Stravano from Niagara Falls. Thanks for tuning in.
Kevin Robertson says, I cannot wait to collaborate with Chops. Joseph Montero, go 49ers. Don Silver watching. Carla Shikaro is watching. Somebody by the name of Baby M. You know anybody named Baby M? Casey used to go. Casey knows Baby M.
They're blaming it on me. They say I know it.
He's not the father. Hey, you know who's watching tonight? Nicole Turner.
Hey, Nicole Turner. Yeah.
Chops' better half is
That's
watching
right.
tonight. Okay. All right. All right, we made an addition to the show recently. She is the director of comedy. She's going to come out now from Diane for Laughs. Would you please welcome Allison Diane? All right. Welcome to the Paul Santos Live Show. Hey, how are you? Did you have a nice weekend?
I did. You know, I got together with a few of my old roommates from college. And I don't know if you know this, but I went to an all-women's college. Yeah, I went to Mount Holyoke College. And usually when I tell a guy that, he always feels the need to ask me if I ever experimented with the other girls. And I hate killing the fantasy, but I promise the only experimenting was in chemistry.
Yeah, right.
I don't know why we didn't make out in any of the other classes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, one of the other things that people always ask me is if going to a women's college prepared me for the real world, you know, since you weren't competing with men. And I'm like, look, if you can handle 5 women and 1 bathroom in a dorm room, you can handle the boardroom just fine. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Amen to that.
Amen.
I prefer the former.
But my favorite question that people ask is how I found guys to date going to a women's college. So I'm like, okay, here's the thing. If you build a college and you fill it with 2,000 women, men will come.
Probably true. Yeah, exactly.
Especially the Naval Academy right around the
Yeah, we did not have to try to find men. They came to us.
That's usually how it works, Gary, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, I would say so. You know, well, no, not in my case. I'm like flypaper. They just attracted to me.
Chops was a babe magnet back in the day. Did you know that?
Wow. Ooh la la.
Wow, so that was interesting that you took a little trip down memory lane there, huh?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, I have not gotten any taller since then. Not even a little bit taller.
Yeah, how tall are you anyway?
I am 4'9".
4'9".
Wow.
Yeah, I am wearing 5-inch stilettos right now, and I am still a lot shorter than you.
That's a big ooh la la.
Hey, well, you know what? The next time she comes, she showed me she's got this little booster thing that she can put on the floor, and then she'll be like eye to eye with me right here.
That's so adorable.
Isn't that cute? Yeah,
That's adorable.
I am going to do that. We'll be at that level.
Yeah, but you can't put the stilettos on and stand on the thing.
No, then I'll be taller than you. I won't fit in the frame.
Not to mention, we don't have any workers' comp here either.
Not yet. Not yet. After 9 months. After 9 months, you'll consider.
All right, Allison, thanks a lot for stopping by, and hey, keep up the great work with your comedy tour, Dying for Laughs.
Thank you very much.
All right, Allison Diane, we'll be right back with more. Stand by. Somebody says hello. Elizabeth Jane Lindsay Nione says, huh. Like, what are you talking about, huh? That's okay. All right.
Huh.
Hey, I gotta tell you right now, we're gonna kick this show up a notch.
Are we?
Yeah, because I think Chops Turner, sometimes he does a ballad, sometimes he does some slow, but he really wants to go for the jugular tonight.
Love it.
You want to hear him go for the jugular?
I want to hear him go right for the jug. We're jugging it, baby.
All right, we're going to get this joint rocking. Ready to go, Chops? Ladies and gentlemen, world-class vocalist and entertainer, Chops Turner!
Chubby!
This one's going out to Grace. Grace is going to recognize this song.
I feel good. I knew that I would, John. I feel good. I knew that I would now. So good, I got you. I feel nice. I think I better say it twice. I feel nice. Sugar and spice. So nice, so right. I got you. Hit me. Now push it. Now push it. Now push it. When I hold you in my arms, I know that I do you no wrong. When I hold you in my arms, love can't do me no harm. I feel like boys in the hood. I feel good. I knew that it would, babe. So good, so good. I got you. Hit me. Now push it. Come on, y'all. Hands up. Push it real good. When I hold you in my arms, I feel with all of my charms. When I hold you in my arms, love can't do me no harm. I feel good. I knew that I would. I feel good, like boys in the hood. So good, so good, I got you. I feel good. I knew that I would, fellas. I feel so good on it. I knew that I would. So good, so good, I got you. So good, so good, I got you. So good, so good, I got you.
That's what I'm talking about. Chops Turner, ladies and gentlemen, with that great James Brown classic, I Feel Good. Come on over here, Chops, for a second. I like when you do that. Ow! Hey, wait a minute. Hang on a second. I got something for you here. Could you? I see a little shine on the forehead over here. Getting sweaty.
Hit me. Good God.
I like that. Hit me one time. Hit me two times.
Good God.
Good time.
Gary, hit me, hit me.
Hit me.
There you go.
Hit me again. Oh, yeah, that feels good, baby. I'll tell you right now.
You feel pretty good, too, eh?
Anything else?
No, you know, he does that other song. You know that song? Get up.
Oh, yeah, get on up.
Get up.
Like a sex machine.
Get on up.
Get on up.
Get on up.
Like a love machine.
Piano.
Get up.
Get up.
Taste.
Get on up.
Shake
piano.
that big old.
That's right. Yeah.
Get on up.
That's a great song.
It's a PG show. Man.
Shake that what?
Shake that.
Shake
that
everything
thing.
you got.
Hey, that reminds me of another song. Shake the groove thing. Shake the groove
Shake
thing.
everything.
Yeah.
Shake everything.
Boy, it's a great show tonight, man. You got a great show tonight.
Hey, that reminds me, before you get to how good a show it is, you know that song that James Brown, don't they say something like, shake your money maker?
Shake your money maker, shake your money maker, shake your money maker. Good God, hit me, shake your money maker, hit me. Shake your money maker, shake your money maker, shake that money maker, shake that money maker.
What the heck does that mean, shake your money maker? What the hell
Well,
does that
Paul,
mean?
we'll get into that later. It's going to take a little bit for you. It's going to take a little time to explain that to your friend.
I don't understand what that means. Anyway, you have. By the way, where'd you get? Look at this shirt, man. This is Paisley's making a comeback. Are you kidding? I can't
Before
believe-
he said I bought it for him.
Gary brought it for me, man.
What's the name of that store?
What's the name of that store, Gary?
That's undisclosed information. I cannot disclose that.
Cannot disclose the name of the store.
Until they start paying advertising, I cannot disclose
I want to
that.
shop at that place, man. Look at that, man. Look at that. It's awesome.
It's all fake news, man.
It's
It's
the
all
Paul
fake
Santos
news.
show. It's the greatest show on the planet. I got to look good, man.
That's right. No fake news on the Paul Santos
All right,
show.
let's not get carried away now. Thanks a lot, Chops. That's fantastic. Chops Turner, ladies and gentlemen. All right, stand by. We've got that young actor from New Bedford who's on that sequel to Sex and the City. He's up next. It's the Paul Santos Live Show. Please stay with us, and thanks for looking in tonight. I thought we were playing blackjack for a second there, you know? Hit me. You know when you're at the blackjack table? Hit me. Hit me. Got a love those guys. Gary Artie, the PSL Band. Let's hear it one more time. For
Thank you,
these
Paul. Thank you very much, Paul.
guys. All right, we're so proud of this young actor because he's from New Bedford. He attends New Bedford Voc Tech, and he has just started his acting career. He got a little bit of a break. He's now on the sequel to Sex and the City. The name of the show is called And Just Like That. Would you please welcome Mr. Logan Souza? All right, right there. That's perfect. That's perfect. So, Logan, welcome to the Paul Santos Live Show. Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Do you get what we're trying to do here, like this whole Tonight Show vibe thing?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, it's great to meet you here. You know, obviously, having a chance to be on a big-time show like that, I mean, that kind of thing doesn't happen every day. But I just found out tonight, you really haven't acted at all. This kind of like came all of a sudden. How did this happen?
How did this happen? I mean, so pretty much, I've always wanted to be an actor since I was like a foot tall. I made a backstage account. It's a little thing where you can get people who want to hire you pretty much and spend money on you. Yeah. And I know that, I knew I'd be pretty successful because I got the moneymaker right here.
This is the moneymaker right here. Yeah, well, that's right. You put like a little charm on there and stuff?
Oh, yeah. This is definitely my charm. But yeah, we went to, they sent us an invite to a showcase, the New England Talent Showcase, and from there, it kind of just, I performed in front of agents and managers and stuff, and I ended up getting signed out of Frontier Booking out of New York, and my agent John Shea sent me over different like roles and stuff, and one of them ended up being for And Just Like That, the sequel, Sex and the City. And I see that there are a lot of older people in the audience tonight, so they might know what it is.
Sex and the City, Sex and the City. Who knows Sex and the City? All right, there you go. Well, you're 15 years old, right?
Yeah, 15. And other people my age, they don't know what that is. I was talking to my friend about it. I said, hey, I just learned this role. It's Sex and the City, the sequel, And Just Like That. They said, oh, I never heard of Sex and the City. My only experience with Sex and the City was walking in on my parents on vacation.
Oh!
And just like that, they were terrified.
Hey, Chops, I thought we had an actor. We got another comedian over here. Imagine that. You might have another career besides the acting,
Definitely not, but I'm not that funny, I promise.
Well, I got to tell you right now, I'm glad to see you understand what we're trying to do here. Trying to present the local, talented, interesting, entertaining, have a few laughs as well. So this happened so fast, like all of a sudden they're calling you, and I thought you were going to tell me, when you were 5 years old, you were in the school play, and then you sang in this thing, and Over the Rainbow, and blah, blah, blah. No, it didn't happen like that.
No, when I was little, I was like, just wanted to be an actor. I wasn't doing much acting, but I was doing a lot of other things that are not so good.
Oh, so you turned things around.
Yeah, I got into a school fight.
I
was this big.
Okay.
But I wanted to be an actor, so that's cool. Yeah.
Wow, we're getting a lot of dirt here. This is like, this is like a Barbara Walters interview, Chops. Make sure you put that down.
Yeah, but it's funny. I mean, going to New York was great. I mean, there was a lot of people on set, but because of COVID, you couldn't really go and do a lot of things with a lot of people. So I couldn't really meet any of the actors or anything, but I probably will one day.
That'd be nice. You get to meet Sarah Jessica Parker. That'd be great.
That would be awesome. Maybe next season.
Tell her Paul Santos said hello.
No offense, but I don't know if you have much of a chance with her.
His career might come to a dead stop. Yeah.
But when I went there, it was funny because I got to say this. I have two favorite lines I got to say. One was in the script. One I had to improv. They made me improv on the spot. The first one was telling him that my mom is bipolar. The other one was saying that my mom's being a real dick. I walked off the set. And my mom goes, was that about me talking about the bipolar one? I think she got the lines a little mixed up because it was kind of the second one.
Well, you know, when you're an actor, you have to say the lines that they give you. You know what I mean? I understand
can't
it.
really do much about that. No, I still love her though.
You know, you're talking about somebody bipolar. Chops and I, we knew somebody that was tripolar. Yeah, she tried this pole, she tried that pole, she tried this pole.
I bet there's a lot of tripolar people in the streets of New York City. I see a lot of those at night.
All right, so anyway, how exciting is this for you to really like almost living a dream right now, because you always wanted to be an actor and now you've got this sort of like this big break in this Sex and the City sequel. You must be so excited about this.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, I've already had, I have 2 articles written about me. It's kind of exciting to see myself. I'm going to be in the paper tomorrow for South Coast Today.
Nice.
And I have an award, I guess, from the city of New Bedford. I don't know when or anything.
Oh, nice.
It's a ceremony, I guess. I don't know.
Nice. Good for you.
My mom just kind of throws these things at me. Like yesterday, I was in bed. I woke up. She's like, "Oh, by the way, you're gonna be awarded at like a ceremony." I'm like, "Well, thanks for letting me wake up a bit." Like, okay.
Oh, this guy is a comedian. I like this guy. We're gonna have to have you come back and do a set. And actually, you can. And you know what? Hey, I need some material sometimes. I don't know if you notice that. You know, sometimes I need some material. So you can send me some jokes. You know, that way I don't die a slow death up here.
It's okay. I think we notice.
I love this kid. Love him.
All right. So what's that again?
You're great.
Oh, thank you very much. I want to get that last part. No cheap, don't throw me a little cheap bone there. You know what I mean? I don't want any charity over here. You know what I'm saying? No, this is great though. This is you fit right in. This is hilarious. So obviously, you said you had an agent, right? That's pretty good. How did you end up with an agent?
Through the showcase. So pretty much you go out there, you perform monologue and commercials and stuff for them or whatever, and they just they just like, oh, if they like you, they'll sign you. They'll talk to you, call you back. I had a talk with a few of them, but John from Frontier Booking International, he was just the best one, I guess. I don't know.
Nice.
Him and his whole team are amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what, because we're winding the segment down, but I'm going to have my agent call your agent.
Yeah, right.
My agent. I'm going to have my agent call.
Yes.
Hey, Gary, can you give him a call?
Yeah. Hey, Adi, can you give him a call? No,
Is it is it a comedy agent?
Yeah, Gary, he's an agent too. I'm an agent.
Just call me agent.
The guy with the bow tie, he'll call
That's
you.
right. The BT, baby. With BT in
The
it.
BT agent. Hey, we wish you all the best. Anything else coming up besides this particular role?
I can't say much about it, but it is a kind of a major role in a sitcom. But because of the strike going on, I can't say much about it.
Okay.
But it does film kind of locally in Rhode Island.
Oh, nice.
I think end of the month, maybe late next month possibly. I have to go up there to film pilot episodes for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gee, that's fantastic. Well, we wish you the best of luck, continued success. We're very proud of you. Somebody from New Bedford has a career that's soaring right now. So we wish you all the best. Good luck to you, and thank you for stopping by our fun little comedy variety show.
No problem.
That's Logan Souza, New Bedford Voc Tech student and actor. We'll be right back with more of the Paul Santos Live Show. Please stay where you are. We're live at Mikey B's New Bedford. Yeah, how about that Artie DeMello on saxophone, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And Gary on the keys, baby. That's what we're talking about. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman came down from Worcester, Massachusetts. He is an outstanding comic, and he's on the rise. Would you put together your hands? Put your hands together, Chops. Your hands together, yes. For George Newton.
Hi, everybody. I'm a high school teacher. Well, I want to just thank that the only person who said anything said God bless you, because sometimes people like clap or they woo, and that's completely the wrong thing to do. So I'm just thankful that most of you had no reaction, which is good, and then somebody said God bless, because we are not like applauding or wooing my bad decisions. The best reaction I ever got was in New Hampshire. Somebody just went, okay. Which I feel like is the best reaction to have to being a high school teacher. You never know when fun things are going to happen when you're a high school teacher, too. The other day I went into an ELL class, which is the kids who can't speak English, and all I had to do was just take attendance and have them play on their phones for an hour. So I thought I was good. And then I noticed the first name, ISIS. Yeah, like the terrorist organization. So I'm like, IS, these kids are looking at me. They have no idea what's going on. I'm like, trying to get, and I hadn't noticed, but the principal walked in right behind as I went through these Middle Eastern kids and said, "Are you ISIS? Are you ISIS? Are you ISIS?" Oh, I got to have such a fun meeting that day. So much fun, let me tell you. I get into problems with the kids who speak English as well. Like, they don't know when to stop talking. I had this kid come up to me and he goes, "Other kids say you look like the Lorax." Yeah, I didn't need to know that. I know what we tell the kids, but sharing is not always caring. They don't know how to give compliments either. I had this kid came up to me and goes, "Kids say you kind of look like Super Mario," which I was like, all right, that's kind of weird. But he didn't stop there. He's like, "But a Super Mario who's given up on life." Oh, shoot. Yeah, that was his version of a compliment. That was him trying to be nice. Yeah, I teach at an inner city school, which is a nice way of saying the kids always want to punch each other. And next to the school, there's actually a zoo. And on the zoo, there's a fence with barbed wire. And I noticed the other day that the barbed wire is actually on the school side. Yeah, it's not to protect the children, it's to protect the wild animals. That's how crazy high schoolers are. I don't just work with kids, I have kids of my own, and I'm trying to teach them the proper ways of like expressing love. Like, I'm doing trust falls with my son, and luckily his small bones break my fall. The other day, my daughter told me she had a nightmare that my wife and I had gotten divorced, and I should have been concerned, but my kids talk about divorce a lot, but they don't call it divorce, they call it the quest for 2 Christmases. Yeah, so I deal with that a lot. Oh, I'm doing all right at comedy, but I'm looking at other careers as well as the teaching. One of the things I'm looking at right now, and I'm doing really well in, is modeling. Has anyone seen any of the modeling that I've done? All right. Okay. Don't worry, you've all seen me in this, all right? It's actually a series. It's not just one, it's just a series, all right? But in this, okay, so just picture me, right? Because you can all see me right now. Now just picture me, and in front of me is the word before. Now you get it. See, yeah. It's really a popular one that a lot of people have seen. Yeah, there you go. Where my fatties at?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, there we go. There's always like 1 or 2, but like most people won't identify as fatties, which I think is like just because the thinnies are trying to make us all feel bad, right? Like, and I feel like that's just messed up because us fatties are just better. Like, I went to a wedding and one of the thinnies' bridesmaids collapsed because she forgotten to eat. And that would never happen to us fatties. No. Right. No, we never forget what a meal. We have our whole week planned out. We know what every meal is going to be. That would never happen to us fatties. Never. I'm older than I think some of the people that you've seen on the show tonight, as you can probably tell, because as the kids say, white does crack. And I just want to do a little bit of an audience participation for this next bit. And the other day, I went into a store and I was carded. Now, a show of hands, who believes this story? Right. Absolutely no one. All right, that's fine. It's okay. I can see me too. I'm good. But I told that story wrong. I wasn't carded because I was buying alcohol. I was carded because I was buying Sudafed. Now show of hands who believe me. Almost everybody. All right, there we go. And I want to leave you with this. There's two things I always want to know on stage. I want to know two things. Who thinks I'm young and who thinks I do meth? You guys have been an awesome audience. Thank you.
All right, let's hear it for George Newton. All right, there we go. Hey, George, is it true that you took a drive down from Worcester to be with us tonight?
I did. I drove like an hour for this.
Wow.
I know. In Worcester, we make many, many bad decisions.
Yeah.
That's Worcester.
Ouch.
Worcester, yeah.
Worcester.
Oh, it's quite a place.
So what do you feel about, what we're trying to do here? You get the idea of what we're trying to do?
Jesus, Paul.
I think you're trying to do comedy. Is that what you're trying to do? Is that that's what's attempting to be happening here?
What kind of question is that?
Well, I want to feel your support. You understand where we're going with it.
Yeah. It's a Make-A-Wish thing. I understand.
Yeah, right.
It's very cute.
Hey, do you think that we need a little help in the monologue there at the beginning?
A little.
New sponsor.
I think I'm a little person, so I think that we need a little help with that, yes.
So, maybe you could send me, one joke a month or once every couple weeks just to help me out so I'm not dying up here,
It looks like you're doing one joke a month. So that's okay.
Paul.
I'm taking a beating tonight.
Take
the
it
kid
easy.
was taking a shot at me. Everything else.
Take it easy on Paul.
Oh, that's good. That's good stuff.
Poor Paul.
Thank you.
So you've been doing this comedy about 5 years, you said?
Yep. 5 years. I don't know. I like being out of the house. I'm not having to deal with children, I guess, and I don't know. Seeing other people try just inspires me.
Well, George, thank you very much for coming down. You're hilarious. George, you do it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Oh, my God. All right, we're winding things down tonight. We'd like to take the opportunity to thank our guests. How about that actor-singer who's on The West Wing and Murphy Brown? Really terrific. Born in the Azores, so we love him even for that, too. Tyler Bowe, thank you for being here tonight.
Tyler!
And how about that young actor who's on that sequel to Sex and the City? The show is called And Just Like That. Isn't he hilarious? In addition to being a great actor, up and coming, his name is Logan Souza. Thank you so much. And that last guy, he was pretty damn funny. I'll give it to him. George Newton. By the way, I want to thank our waitresses. Let's hear it for Deja, Christy, and Christine.
The girls are the most.
Great job tonight. And of course, we can't do this show without the sidekick of the century, the co-host with cojones, world-class vocalist and entertainer, Chops Turner. There he is.
Chubby!
Hey, you know what happened before, Chops? You know when you were doing that James Brown song and you were dancing and all that? I got a message here from your wife, Nicole Turner. You said, tell Chops to save some of that energy for when he gets home.
Nice!
Oh!
Wow. Eat oysters, Chops. You better order the oysters,
look
Chops.
at it. He's not even on camera. He's hiding behind a curtain.
That's right. Where are you, Chops?
Where is he?
Chops, order the oysters, will you?
Hey, I'm just reading this off. Hey, by the way, before we go, you know who's watching tonight from London, England? India Ryan.
All right, I'm so tuned in the industry all the time. What about check email on Facebook?
Butch Ferreira, thank you very much for looking in. Alicia Dillard said woo woo and yay Logan. Yeah, that's right. Patty Bradley says sweet. Philip McDonald is watching tonight. Morris Goldstein. Hey, Morris, what's happening, Morris? He's a resident of Israel, but he's visiting here in the United States. And let's see. That's about it. That's about it for the shout-outs tonight. Okay, we're going to close the show tonight. We're always talking about this band. We are so proud to have Gary Langevin and Artie DeMello as part of the Paul Santos Live Band. You can't do this kind of format without the band. So I said to him, hey, we want to hear a whole song tonight. So he usually takes it home. Isn't that what they say, Chops? Take it home, baby. Take it home. Can I get a
No.
No. Look at he's hanging me out to dry here.
No, I got you ready. You ready?
How come when Chops went like, okay, here we go, ready to go?
Gonna give you the guitar.
Hey, Chops, how come when you did it, you got one? I'm out here like just waving my arm
I
around and
wasn't
nothing's
prepared.
happening.
I was trying to get focused for my solo performance.
I'm standing up. Look at my arm. My arm's going limp.
Just trying to get into character.
All right, no, we're having fun. All right, to close the show, ladies and gentlemen, here's Gary Landry, Artie DeMello, and the Paul Santos Live Band. Thank you so much for watching
Thank
today.
you,
We'll
Paul.
see you next week when our special guest is going to be Evan Massoud. I'm Paul Santos. Don't forget to laugh, and have a great night, everybody.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. I sat on the roof and kicked off the mall. A few of those verses, well, they got me quite cross. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes that I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. How wonderful life is while you're in the world.
Yeah, good night, everybody. Thanks for coming. Mikey B's.
Thank you.